everybody, welcome back for another video. I've been starting to put together, we're going to be visiting my mother for the new year. And so I've started putting together like a little packet of what I think I might take with me. Of course I'll have my wallet. Of course I'll have my 2024 planner, and I might put in a watercolor insert in here. I don't know, we'll see. Or some sort of a sketch insert that I make. So these, of course, will be with me. But I wanted to take my pencil pouch, which if you watched the video just from the other day, nothing's changed. This is all the same that was in there. I'm not gonna, I might maybe add another pen, or I might add some ink cartridges, or something like that. Let's zip that up. But I pulled out this is a Superior Labor pouch that I got from Baumkuchen years ago. I've got a smaller one that's similar color scheme that I think I got from My Life Mitts from her stationery selection box from the year before COVID. So 2019 maybe. And you'll notice it's in my favorite kind of olive khaki sort of a color. But let's take a look to see what we have in here. We got lots of stuff in here. Yep. So it holds a lot. And I can put some inserts in there if I want to as well. But so the first thing I have in here is my sketchbook. And it's got lots of blank pages. This is something that I did recently, is I had gotten a gift of some pretty watercolors. These are the ones by CSY. They're handmade in Germany. They're glitter, dual shifting, and I got this palette, which is these 12. I have a little tin of theirs somewhere. It's like greens and stuff. And then I got this set, which I swatched over here. Like this one, this chocolate green. It's green and red and brown, and it's really, really pretty. So I have these. I don't think I'm gonna take watercolors though, just because they can be a bit messy. But I have all of this, as you can see, part of a sketchbook. And I might bring one of my inserts. I have a Airbine blotting paper. I have a Mindy Lacefield original in here that she had sent me years ago. So I have that. I have some metallic colored pencils, a 24 pack of the Derwent Chromaflow, and a couple of the Koh-i-Noor, those multiple colored pencils in there. Oh, and I've got a couple of fine liners in there too. So I thought that would be kind of nice to have. I have some Derwent Color Soft. This is the, like the skin making faces. It's got, you know, peaches and a yellow ochre and like little blush pinks. And then it's got some darker, warmer skin tones that you can blend. And a pencil sharpener. And then the last thing we have in here is, this is like my travel art kit. And you'll see I've got some pencils, some Fude pens, a white Posca, another fountain pen, a ruler, some mild liners, or no, Tombow dual brush. It's a very bright light gray, and some more fine liners and an eraser and This is really fun. It's a pair of scissors. So that way I'll have scissors, but I won't have to worry about, you know. I think this is an eraser. Yeah, it's my Bats Maru eraser. So I think this is what I'm going to pack. But we're here today because we're going to do a little bit of, and see, all of that just fit right in here. We're going to do a little bit of a art tutorial. It'll be the last art video for the year. We're going to go over some faces. It's something that I don't draw that often. I'm going to get one of my Derwent, I think it's an HB or 2B pencil. I can't remember what I put in here. HB. And we're going to get some colored pencils out. We're going to get a yellow. I don't need those, but those actually might be kind of fun. We need an orange. We need a blue. Let's see. We need a green. Should we go with this pink? I may find a brown. Yeah, I think that one's called chocolate. And do I have a peach in here? Here, we'll use this one. Okay. And, you know, you can use any pencil you have. Did I grab a purple? Here, we'll use this purple. I think the other purple's too dark. Yeah. Just a light purple. And we'll keep 2 of those out. We'll see. So, faces. These are things that you normally don't see me draw. I don't normally draw faces. My faces that I tend to draw tend to be sort of like cartoon-esque faces. Let's just double check to make sure I can always zoom in. So we're just gonna draw a couple of shapes. We'll do like 1, 2, we'll do 4 because of the size of this paper. I think this is like half letter, 5.5, 5.5 this way by 8.5 this way. So it's half letter. Now, let's just kind of draw, and the shapes don't have to be perfect. I'm not gonna get a stencil out. So I'm just kind of drawing sort of like a rounded square. So there's one. Let's draw sort of a oval. And then let's try to do something more like that over here. So we've got these 4 shapes, right? These are kind of similar, but not. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to draw a line with this one halfway through. So half of the shape, half of the shape, just straight through. And this will be the line for the eyes. Let's see. So this one, what we'll do is we'll just draw it like they're like looking straight at us. Now the next line, we're gonna So we're just right now drawing the lines. So we got a line here. Now we're gonna cut this bottom part in half. That's gonna be where the nose is. And then this bottom half, we're gonna kind of cut in half, and that will be where the lips go. So if this is a kid, we're just gonna put little circles there. And then for the nose, we're just gonna do a little U shape. I'm just gonna do like kind of like just like a little smile. And if you want to, you can put like a little chin mark. And the ears generally start around the same position as your eyes do. And you can just kind of, you know, draw these C's. There we go. There's our first face. Now, let's try something else. Oh, and I guess I should have also drawn, like, I didn't really draw a center line. We're kind of off center. Now, I'm going to take that same idea. I'm going to cut this one in half. I forgot right from the very beginning. And then we're going to do another line, but we're going to do it right here. So this is kind of like where the center point is. So it means we're looking this way. So we're gonna put an eye here. We're gonna put an eye here. Now we're gonna cut this in half. That's where the nose will be. And then we're gonna cut this in half. And this is where the mouth will be. And we'll cut our ears. So we're looking this way. Now with this one, let's have them look like they're looking this way. So we're gonna cut this in half. And then put the curve. And so this will show that there's an eye here and an eye here. And we're gonna cut this in half. So that's the nose. And then this will be where the mouth goes. And again, draw your ears. Now the ears might get hidden. There's going to be less ear seen over here, and they might get hidden by the, what's it called? Hair. I'm looking for my eraser. That was one thing I did not grab. Here, we got this little clear one. This eraser, it's okay. It's not the best, but it does its job. And it has like very little residue, but I wouldn't use it on like watercolor paper because it's a little too, yeah, let's do it over here like this. There. And then the last one we have is this one here, and we're gonna put the center line here. This one will do not quite as extreme as that. So we'll have an eye over here, eye over here. Let's cut that in half. That's where the nose will go. Then we'll cut this in half. That's where the mouth goes. And then we'll put our ears in place. It's very, very, very simple. I know I make it look easy. I've been doing this for a long time. And I started practicing again in the middle of the month, doing lots of tests. But this is what we're gonna do, is we're gonna color it with just basic colored pencils. If you have like the Prismacolor or Polychromos 12 or 24 set, or even these are the Derwent ChromaFlow from the 24 set, you don't need anything more than that. Sorry, I don't know what Lila's deal is, but you can see I did faces looking all different ways. They can be boy faces, they can be girl faces, you know, they can be whatever you want. Why don't we do this one? So we're gonna start with, oops, sorry, kitty. I wrote down the colors. Let's start with purple. And this is just a, like a lilac color. And we're just gonna kind of outline around the face. Purple is a good shadow color. So we got a little bit of purple. And I wrote the colors down in order. We'll set it over here. Then we'll go in with some green. Green is another color that is really good for creating depth in shadows. Then we're gonna go with a little bit of blue. And this is just a fine blue. It's called light blue. So it doesn't have to be a dark blue, because these colors, when they blend, will give you what you need. Then we need a little bit of a pink. We'll use this pink, and we'll kind of put it in the cheek area, just to kind of let's see what else. A little bit of brown, so we can give the eyes. Another thing you can do is like the eyebrows. If you want to put those in as well, you can, just to kind of add a little bit of something else. You can do the eyes in brown and do the eyebrows. And if you want to, start adding some hair. Let's give this girl some, this one will be a girl. We'll give her some long hair. And we'll kind of go over those ears because she's got long hair. And see how the colors just add a little bit of depth. Yeah, we'll go over that ear too. We drew it, but again, it doesn't necessarily mean we need to see it. And now, because we put in her hair, let's give her a neck. But let's go in with the purple, just to kind of define it a little. And the colors that we used around her face. Let's go in with this sort of like pinky peach. This color is salmon. And all I'm doing is just adding a little bit of this light color to her face. And you'll see it where I've got like the darker pink. It kind of helps move that around. Let's get our brown out again. And let's do a little bit more of the hair. I think because of the era that I grew up watching, these tend to look more like kids from, oh, what's it called? Kids from, add a little bit of that. Let's put that, like from Peanuts. Let's put some purple in her hair just to give it some color. Let's go in with some yellow. And see, it's, so there's a little bit of sun out. Let's put a little orange. And again, just a little bit. Let's go back in with this brown. And they're all gonna look a little different, and that's okay. If you don't have colored pencils and say you want to use markers, say you want to use gouache or acrylic paint, I say go for it. Let's see. There we go. Look. And there we have a cute little person. And all we did was use an HB pencil, like a number 2 pencil, and a couple of colors. Now, I want to try one of these with these. They are the Koh-i-Noor. I think there's like 3 colors in each. This one's like red, white, and blue. And this one's like turquoise, yellow, and red maybe? Or a green? I don't know, I can't really see what's in there. But let's take one of these guys over here and just sort of one thing I wanted to do is make sure I got the eyebrows. There we go. So this one is the blue, red, and white. It'd be kind of interesting to see what, ooh, there's red there. Will that stay there for the cheeks? We'll do this one as like a little boy. I think like Mary Blair and Mindy Lacefield, they tend to keep the more square-shaped faces for boys, which I always thought was interesting. We'll kind of give him like a center part. There's his eyes. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use, yeah, these 2 pencils have most of the colors, that's interesting, that I used there. That's so funny. Or they layer. That's cute. It's interesting, they layer pretty close to those, except I'm gonna go in with a brown just to kind of, you know, give him a more traditional hair color. And give him a nice little side smile. Yeah, and I'm actually probably gonna go in with a little bit of this pink. It'll make it look like he was, I don't know, like out playing baseball or running around with his friends. And then we'll take a little bit of this. Actually, why don't we go in here and grab a little bit of this called cream. See what that does. It'll give it some nice light undertones. And I left all of these marks so you can see them. So that's the cream. We'll put some on the ear. And this is just the Color Soft Skin Set. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 6 colors. Here, let's go with this pink. We're just gonna lightly go over. I might want to add a bit of that purple down here. Yeah, see how that just gives it a nice little bit of shade? And I'm not being precise, you know, with these. I'm just laying them down. We'll put a little bit of pink on the ears because that'll, the tip. And the darker color is blush. So that might look nice around the cheeks. What about her cheeks? Ooh, that's kind of nice. Let's put a little around her nose too. There, so you don't have to have any fancy supplies. All we're doing is just trying to learn the basic shapes for this and draw as many of these as you want. You can see I did like pages of them. I did this one trying to look like Charlie Brown, and then I did a bunch of, you know, oblong shapes. Then I did a bunch more, just, you know, to see what I could replicate. And then these that you saw me do right here. So give it a try. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to show anybody. If you don't want anyone to see it, no one has to see it. That's why it's a sketchbook. It's for you to see, you know, what you're doing, what you've been having fun with, what you've experimented with, and, you know, where you can see your progress. No one else needs to see it at all. Just a simple little way to draw like a basic cartoon face. Okay, I just want to thank everybody that has been here for the last year. I've really enjoyed doing this. I hope you've gotten something out of our time here this year. I'm looking forward to next year and having some more fun stuff. Is there anything you want to see? Is there anything that you want? Because that's why I do this. If there's anything that you would like, let me know and I will see what I can do in order to bring it to you. I've been loving the little sticker sheets that have come out the last few months. Those have been really fun, and I'm going to try and keep those going forward. So there we are. Have fun with this. If you do this, but you don't want anyone to see it, send it to me as a private message on Instagram or a private message on Patreon or wherever we connect. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have. I'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year!